Hello everyone, welcome to Puff Time, a time where I am not going to smoke a cigarette in this video because I'm almost out, and I'm going to talk about what's on my mind. So we've been going through anger for my past couple of Puff Times, and we're almost done, so thanks for sticking with me through this journey. The topic for this video is why anger lingers. Why is anger hanging out with me and just following me everywhere? Because I'm really tired of anger and it being prominent in my life. So we're going to start this topic out with a word of advice. Avoid the temptation to rationalize your anger. Assume full responsibility for who you are. Don't make excuses for being angry. Don't do it. Let go of any of those excuses that keep you tied to your unhealthy anger. Rationalizations that perpetuate anger. When we cling to anger in spite of potentially helpful knowledge and insights, it is usually due to an intricate system of rationalization. Change is difficult. It requires persistent effort and a stubborn willingness to restructure the thoughts and perceptions that guide us. But we're lazy. We want to change, but we resist the notion of hard work. That just kind of sums me up. I know that I strive to change a lot of the negative emotions or habits that I have, and I just get so lazy. I'm like, ugh. Being a good person is a lot of hard work. It's difficult. I'm lazy. I procrastinate. So I'm just like, it's almost like I want to change, but I don't quite make the commitment. So I'm stuck in a constant flux of feeling bad about myself and wanting to change, but not having the motivation enough to get up off my feet and actually work on my emotions and my outlook. Instead of admitting I choose to cling to my anger, we prefer to think, my anger is in me because of somebody else's problems. We like to play the blame game. We like to point fingers. We like to say, well, they did this to me, they wronged me here, and it's not my fault that everyone treats me like crap. It's not my fault that people make me angry. It's their fault. You can determine if you're rationalizing your anger by asking yourself the following questions. 1. Do I express my anger aggressively in spite of my good intentions? We all have good intentions, right? At least I hope so. We all want to get our point across somehow, but do we express our anger in an aggressive way in order to do so? 2. Are my episodes of anger a repeat of earlier similar incidents? Are we repeating our past? Are we repeating the way others have treated us in the past? Are we just striving to not be the way somebody else was towards us, but doing it anyway? 3. Do I have the feeling the world owes me more than is willing to give? I'm just going to go ahead and say the world is not fair. The world is not out for making you happy. We can't expect that from the world. 4. Have I become insensitive to the way my anger affects the well-being of other people? Do I just not care? It's likely. Here are some common excuses. This one is one that I use a lot. My past is too painful. Most commonly, angry people recall an emotional history full of pain. Many people allow themselves to become so obsessed with the past it becomes larger than current life. It is possible to be historically oriented. I can't tell you how many times I have sat here and said, my past is why I am the way I am today. It's my past. That's why. I went through a lot of hard times. I went through a lot of turmoil. It's my past. That's why. The past is past. It's the past for a reason. It's done. It's over with. It happened. We can choose to grow from it, or we can choose to focus on it all the time and never move on. Which one sounds more healthy? Why do we struggle with past pain? We like control. We are so concerned with control. We crave control. When we cling to my past is too painful, we're really thinking, I can't be satisfied until I can find an authoritative way to rid those wrong experiences. Now, in our past video, we talked about the feeling of inferiority. We felt inferior in our past because we were treated negatively by so-and-so. So we can't be satisfied until we feel like we have the upper hand, or we feel like that the people who've done us wrong in the past, I stood them up. I told them how it was. I made it very clear to them that they wronged me. We can't move on until we feel like we have successfully dealt with it. To get beyond a painful past, we must humbly acknowledge our inability to control others. Pain is inevitable and sometimes almost unbearable, so it can't be fully controlled or eliminated. Pain is so big, it's such a bully, that we can't control it. We can try, but we're going to tire ourselves out. You cannot control the past, but you can choose a new direction for yourself. And way back when I was talking about managing your anger, one of the last options was letting it go. Let go. You don't have to hold on to this. Nobody is forcing you to hold on to this. Nobody is telling you to hold on to this. It's your choosing. We hold on because we don't feel like it's been dealt with properly. But hey, guess what? It's in the past. It's been done. It happened. No use digging up the past on somebody else. Constantly bringing up the past, constantly just badgering other people just because of the way they acted or the way they treated you years ago. It's not going to get you anywhere, but it's just going to make you relive it. So you have that ability to choose a new direction for yourself. You can get up and you can choose, am I going to feel bad about this for the rest of my life, or am I going to move on and make new and better experiences happen for me and not worry about what happened, 10 years ago? Another excuse, anger is a familiar habit. Just as we can get hooked on anything, we can become hooked on anger. We can go back to it again and again, not because we like anger, but because it is such a familiar part of our routine. Once you become comfortable in something, once you become familiar with something, once you're used to something, it's so difficult to let it go, to stop. It's a habit, really. It's a habit of emotion. It's almost like we are so focused on it. We're so used to it. We're so used to feeling worthless or hurt or depressed or down or angry or negative or afraid that it becomes a habit almost. Now, I'm not saying that you can just turn off anger or you can just turn off depression or you can just stop feeling a certain way. I'm here to tell you that that's not possible. You can't just stop. It's not like a switch. It's not like a lever that you pull, like, pull the lever, crunk. I'm not feeling like this anymore. And then you just change. It's not a day and night thing. It's a constant battle. You constantly have to work on it. Change. You have to work on changing. But like I said before, we're lazy. We're so lazy. But it takes determination. It takes dedication. And it takes motivation. We have to be motivated to do it. We have to be willing to get out of that rut. We have to want this. It's possible. We can do it. We just have to want it. No matter what your background is or your current circumstances, you have a choice in the direction of your emotions. You can get better. You can. It's not impossible. I'm talking to me right now, too. And a good way to, a very good way to do this is to have people that you can rely on to help. a friend, a family member, a therapist, parents, siblings, best friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody that you can rely on to help you, to help motivate you, to help push you in the right direction, to keep you accountable so you can tell them, look, here's my goal. I don't want to feel angry all the time anymore. I want to try and get out of this rut. You tell them that, and you tell them, hey, look, if I ever start, harping on this emotion, or if I ever start getting in that, time frame or that mindset where I'm just talking about all these negative things and I'm just focused on it and just so focused that I can't break free, I just constantly just go on and on and on and on about it, let me know. Smack me in the back of the head. Push me off of the bed. Tell me no. Point out that, hey, weren't you going to try and, work on that? Not in a bad way. Not in a, wow, you really need to work on that. Not like that. Somebody who will positively influence you to change. Positively influence you to move on. Somebody who will support you in that, because a lot of people are scared of change. I can't tell you how many times that I've strived to change certain things about me, and people have told me, no, don't do that. Why? Because it's benefiting you? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that I was put on this planet to please you. Okay. You don't need that in your life. You need somebody who's going to be accepting and positive about it, and somebody who's going to help push you in that direction, help nudge you forward, help be like, look, I'm here to help you. And hey, if you guys don't have that, my name's Victoria. I like to help people. I like to give advice. So if you guys ever need any help or any motivational pep talk or something, my ask box on Tumblr is always open, as are my messages on here or Twitter, whatever. It's always open. You guys are welcome to come. Even if I don't know you, you can come talk to me. It's okay. I won't bite. I'm not gonna, get angry at you. I'm not gonna condescend you or look down on you for it or judge you. I'm here to help. And if you just need to unload, you don't even want advice, that's cool too. I'll listen. But just keep in mind that I'm here, and you have a choice in your direction of emotion. You can work towards feeling a different way. You don't have to stay stuck in this rut for the rest of your life. You don't have to feel this way for the rest of your life. It will get better, and it can get better. If you need help, that's fine. If you want to try and do it on your own, that's fine too. So, that's it for this video. The next video will be our last video on anger. And the topic of that one is going to be about being accountable for you. So, stay tuned for that, and until then, I will catch you later. Bye.